Good morning, Southwest Florida. That's right. That's how we fizzle into off script. Thanks for reminding me. I almost let you down.
Just if you ever wonder, like, oh, I wonder what they're doing in the 20 seconds before they pop up. We were singing George Michael's and
Wake me up.
Before You Go, and a little bit of Creed. Awkward.
Very awkward. Those are like two separate.
You even brought up Rod Stewart. We're like all over the spectrum.
Rod Stewart was so good, and he still got it. He's 80.
So you watched the AMAs last night?
I did. AMAs were on last night.
Am I loud in your ears?
Slightly. Just a little bit. Thank you for bringing us down. Also, welcome to the Off Script podcast, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays here. I'm Shari Armstrong.
I'm Amy Wegman. So yeah, you can stream us live. Fox4Now.com, YouTube, Facebook, we're getting there. We're going to start streaming more places. But right now, just go watch live at Fox4Now.com.
That's right.
So the AMAs were good?
AMAs were yesterday. I normally am not a big show watcher like that, award shows, but they caught me. And Rod Stewart really killed it for me. I mean, he was excellent.
What did he sing?
All the what's that song? I can't believe I'm blanking.
I couldn't learn anymore.
No, it's like the song that everybody knows by Rod Stewart. It was literally just one song, but then he had like the violinist come up. It was like an ode to like Celtic music. Those girls were killing the Irish step dance while doing the violin. It was excellent.
See, now I wish I would have watched the American Music Awards, but Was it late? I went to bed.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, it was like 8 o'clock. I should have been in bed.
Oh, I wasn't in bed at 8.
That's why I'm hype on the music this morning.
Speaking of going to bed.
Yes. Okay. So there's this new study out that says...
Are we really going to show people yawning right now when we both got up at like...
4
middle of the night?
100%. It's okay, guys. We take it. So basically, get the stretch in. Listen, are you hitting the snooze button?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. We're hitting it with you.
Not only do I... Okay, can I just show you guys something real quick?
Yeah,
Hold on,
do
stand by.
I just heard.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
These are my alarms. You can kind of see. Ready?
Scroll. That's how it goes.
Hold on. Let me keep going.
Yes. Yes.
Let me keep going.
This is still... What time?
It ranges from 3:35 a.m., but these are my most common, 4:25, 4:30, and 4:35.
That's right. Neha's showing us hers. 1:40, 1:50, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Right. So most of us are setting an alarm. That's like the wake up alarm, but it's not like the I'm getting up alarm.
No, it's the you're on notice.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's right.
You're on notice, so you better snuggle up in that cover for like 5 more minutes, and then your second notification's coming.
Let's go.
It's like timeout. You get the warning, and then it's like, all right, I'm for real now.
So true. So this new study basically says, though, the average American snoozes 11 times in the morning.
11 times?
Well, and okay, listen.
I do 3.
It's not 11 times. Sorry, I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's
sorry.
11 minutes. 11 minutes. Sorry, that's why I paused. It was 11 minutes.
I'm like, dang, girl.
And so, but this equates to like in 1 month, you could be losing a whole night's sleep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So imagine if you're doing that every month in the year, 12 days of sleep you could be missing out on just by hitting the snooze button.
It's not that I want to hit the snooze button.
Yeah.
I physically cannot alarm and get up and get out of bed.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure I can.
Right.
I just don't. How do I make myself do that is the question.
100%.
I got to shut this girl off. She's making me tired.
Also, shout out to the people who actually get up when the alarm goes off.
This is my husband.
See, shout out to him.
No, it's annoying. No. He wakes up whistling. He's like, hey, good morning. And I'm like,
can't relate. Can't relate. Anyway, so it's just interesting because the question here, I think, is should you be more like your husband? Should you be like, let me get up? Because really, when you press the snooze button, are you actually going back to that good REM sleep? That's the whole point of the study. They're like, you're not. You're basically just waiting for that second alarm to go off, telling yourself you got 5 more minutes, but you're, you got to get up and do the thing. So
I once read to put your alarm clock on the other side of the room, so you have to physically get out of bed. And I did try that, but then I just went right back into bed. So
that would make me so mad.
Are we going to try this tomorrow?
All right, I'm with you. I promise. Come here, put your pinky in. I promise.
Liar.
Why are y'all shaking your head?
Wait, are we going to do a video?
Okay, that's a good idea.
Maybe we won't show anyone
It'll
said
just
video.
Be our voices. But I think we should. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just see.
I will say when I snooze, I tend to be... I'm sorry, was that loud?
No, it's okay. You're good.
But why is it so overmodulated? When I do snooze, I tend to be crankier, groggier, you know?
Yeah. When I get up with the first alarm, it makes me feel like more of an adult. So
All right.
let's see.
Tomorrow.
All right.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Memorial Day was yesterday.
It was.
A lot of people. Yeah, yeah.
Nice day off.
It was a nice day. Definitely followed some programming on YouTube that was, talking about the history of Memorial Day and all the
Yes.
things. And so we recognize and honor that. And then in the afternoon, we did all the grilling and
Yes.
the chilling.
That's what we were talking about yesterday. I think, a lot of people are like, oh, happy Memorial Day. And
Don't
don't say that. Because it's a day to remember people who died. I mean, literally fighting for our freedom. So we remember Memorial Day. We honor the people, But yes, we have that day off. We can go to the beach because of, their sacrifices.
Exactly. So a lot of people out on the boats yesterday. Crazy video out of Fort Lauderdale, though. This boat. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. So we have this crazy video out of
Are we showing the
Fort
boat?
Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yeah, let's show it.
Let's show the boat. Stand by to stand by. See, okay. There was an explosion
Yes,
in Fort Lauderdale, but I don't really see.
you're not seeing it.
I think it was like out of the back of the boat.
Okay.
That's what the people on the sandbar said. So folks out with 13 people on their boat. They went to go start the boat. They were hanging out on the sandbar on the East Coast, and then like people were flying off the boat. But the two kids.
But nobody died.
See, it doesn't even look that bad.
There were 11 people that were injured. Is that correct?
Yeah.
10 of them were taken to the burn unit, including 2 children.
Ugh.
But nobody died.
Yeah. I just hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a boat safely.
100%, especially as we ease into boating season even more.
Yes. 100%. Well, what else do we want to talk about? Ella. Let's go to Ella. Oh, this one breaks my heart. We talked about this last week a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
I just have to pump
It's okay.
the brakes.
It's
and
okay.
Stop for a second. So this 14-year-old little boy,
Right.
early morning hours. I think it was Thursday morning.
Okay.
Was riding his bike and he was hit by a truck. The driver of the truck stopped. He passed away. Not the driver of the truck, the little boy who was riding his bike. So our Ella Rhodes was out in the community and she actually spoke to his mother, which I give her all the credit because to be that strong, I couldn't do it. She was able to say, you know what, we need to, not only the drivers, but the kids and the adults, everyone needs to be more careful. But there are people now, because the speed limit there on Palm Beach is 45. And given the driver was not ticketed, driver did nothing wrong in this case, as far as we know from the investigation, where he hit the boy on the bike. He just didn't see him, and he wasn't using a crosswalk. He didn't have a helmet on. But some people are like, you know what? There's so many pedestrians in that area off of Palm Beach, so many bikers. We need to slow things down, or at least put in some actual crosswalks, because a lot of that, they have those breaks in the median where you can run across Palm Beach Boulevard, but there's not actually the stripes and a light that's beep, slow down, stop, or whatever, pedestrian crossing. So they're pushing for that. There's a petition that's been started.
Kind of like the flashing lights that you see on Crystal. Remember where we had that kind of similar situation?
Yes.
But they had those flashing lights, which just to remind you that there are people actively walking in the area. Palm Beach is busy.
Palm Beach is very busy. A ton of pedestrian traffic. They've added a lot of those lights that you can hit now on 41 with the new construction there as you head towards downtown Fort Myers. But folks who live in this area, Palm Beach Boulevard and Marsh Avenue, they're like, come on, we need something. There are signs, but they're like, hey, that's not enough. So it's something they're pushing for. If you want to look at that petition and read more about it and watch Ella's coverage and watch the story with that poor mom, we do have it on fox4now.com. So,
Yeah, it's tough.
I know. I hate those stories.
Let's go from Fort Myers to Cape Coral right now. A lot of talk about the Sands Bridge there. This is the bridge that connects Cape Coral Parkway to El Dorado.
Okay.
This bridge, this side of the bridge, has been closed due to storm damage for the last few years. And the big question now is what's going to happen to it next? Well, City Council is going to meet on Wednesday to discuss what should actually happen.
Right.
But this really comes down to like a money conversation, okay? And I want to make sure I get the numbers right here. 1.7 million to repair the bridge, 1.5 million to just remove it, and then it jumps to 3.3 million for a complete replacement of the bridge. Now, this sounds like your normal city council conversation. How should we move forward with changing up the roadways and stuff like that? But then we actually talk to people who live in the area who say like they feel like this is a safety issue if this bridge is removed.
Right, because El Dorado, they said in the rainy season tends to flood a lot.
Right.
And if that's their only way in and out, and you're having to drive through floodwaters, they don't think that's safe. So, this is something that people are going to weigh in on. When we did the poll, fox4now.com/vote, a lot of people were like, oh, just get rid of it. I would be curious to know if those people who are like, oh, just get rid of it, do they even live in that area?
Sure.
Because if it's not affecting you, you're probably like, oh,
Whatever.
3 million, no big deal. But the other thing is, to repair it is 1.7, to remove it is 1.5. So if I was a betting woman, I say they're probably going to lean towards repairing or replacing it. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a big uproar if they completely get rid of this bridge because it is one of the arteries. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see till Wednesday.
Yeah, council meetings tomorrow, so that's a story Bella's keeping a close eye on for you, and we will bring that to you as well.
This next story we aired this morning. I love this guy. He is pretty amazing. So he got the Highway Angel Award. There was a crash. This not pickup truck. What do you call the big ones?
Semi-truck.
Semi-truck driver. Thank you. He got the Highway Angel Award because he saw a crash and he was driving by. His wife was in the seat next to him.
She's in the cab.
In the cab. Yeah. And so she's taking video. And there was this really bad crash where I guess a car didn't even brake. It was going like 80 miles an hour and slammed into stopped traffic on the highway. And that pushed this car underneath another semi.
Gosh.
So anyway, he goes over and checks on the woman. And her bone was sticking out of her leg. And she's like, please just hold my hand. So everything turned out to be fine. But because he stopped and everything, he got this Highway Angel Award.
The seatbelt, you just missed it, but the seatbelt there, he said that she was struggling to breathe, and he actually just unbuckled her seatbelt, and he was like, you could literally see her chest start to expand.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him. But
Deshaun is his name.
Deshaun. Congratulations to Deshaun, and we're grateful for people like that.
And I think the moral of the story, right, isn't, oh, wow, yes, he is an angel for doing that and stopping. He didn't have to stop, but the other piece of it is we're going into those, like, okay, we got through Memorial Day weekend, but summer months, traveling, driving on the roads, wherever you are, your road trip with your family, you just got to be careful, when you're on the roadways.
Speaking of being on the roadways, you know that feeling when you're you're sitting in traffic and it's like, there is Starbucks. I wasn't planning on going to Starbucks, but I've been sitting in traffic for a little minute, and you know what? At this point, I'm just going to pull in really quick.
Right, because I'm going to be sitting here anyway.
100%.
For me, it's more like Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Not because the coffee will make me too jittery. But yes, I know what you mean. Like
sometimes I'm like, I'm here already. It's right there.
Yes.
Let me just pull in.
Okay.
All right. Well, this new study says that traffic delays can influence people's diet choices. So when there's a slight increase in congestion, more fast food and more grocery store stops tend to happen when you see more congestion.
Okay.
Do you feel that to be true in your life? Like, are you like, you know what?
Yeah.
If I'm stuck here by Publix anyway, I'm going to pull in. Is that you?
No.
Okay. Tell me more.
I do think that the fast food.
You feel that?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like, in fact, it's the other way with, like, if I'm planning on cooking dinner, but I got to run into the grocery store to get one or two things, and I'm stuck in traffic with the kids, and the clock's ticking, and everyone's hangry, I'm like, forget it.
I'm over it.
We're going to whatever.
Sure.
Wherever we're going.
Yeah.
Right here.
I'm pulling in right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's what you're eating. So I could totally see that happening, though.
Yeah. It's just interesting. I think I definitely really, especially Amy, like the fast food stuff is really, it gets me. So like if I'm passing by, like you said, a Chick-fil-A, a large fry, ma'am, with extra ketchup might actually happen to me.
I'm sorry. Ketchup at Chick-fil-A is your favorite sauce?
Okay, the whole room just judged me for that. What do y'all have, Chick-fil-A sauce?
No, that's gross too. Honey roasted barbecue all the way. Or Polynesian.
With your French
Neha? Buffalo? Honey mustard. Ketchup? What's ketchup at Chick-fil-A?
Ketchup is like the number one like American food. What is wrong with ketchup?
Nothing's wrong with ketchup, but when you have other options.
You guys are tripping. Those Chick-fil-A waffle fries dipped in a deep scoop of ketchup is good for the soul.
Nope.
And it's definitely not buffalo.
No, you got to get the honey roasted barbecue all the way.
right.
And I don't even like barbecue sauce.
Let's just move on because this is controversial.
You know what? We're going to do some talk about pay increases because we've got good news. Ryan, our senior reporter, he does these It's Your Money segments. In fact, he sits right here and does them, but we air them on 7 and 8 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays in our morning newscast. And guess what? Florida came in second in the country.
That's right.
With 20% increase in wages. Only 4 states saw pay increases right now. Miami was one of them, but Florida, like top 4 for pay increases. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. I just also wonder all the people who are like, where?
Yeah,
you
I
know,
didn't get a
like
pay increase.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up with that?
100%. But it is great for the state. It's something that we can pride ourselves on. But I know a lot of people right now are like,
Well, apparently people in Rhode Island are like, I don't even want to hear it, Florida, because they came in the worst.
awful,
Rhode Island.
awful.
Have you ever been to Rhode Island?
Yeah, I was born in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay, got it.
So we've tapped a few of those places.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to spend summers because I was born in Massachusetts.
Yes.
And Musquamaket Beach. I would go with my best friend's family to Musquamaket Beach and ride the waves
Love.
on the boogie board.
Do you know I was in the surf club?
Were you really?
Yeah. Don't be so shocked.
Wait, up north?
Okay, no. Here in Florida.
There's no waves.
University-
Wait, on the West Coast?
in Tampa. Sometimes you can catch a little swell. It's not like the other coast, no. But I would, okay, you're really like taking my moment away from me because
Okay,
I learned how to surf, like in the USF Surf Club.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I could stay up there for like a good 10 seconds and then I would drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took surfing lessons one time in Costa Rica.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, on a longboard.
That's amazing.
And it was so much fun, but it's not easy.
No.
It's not easy. And you have to, I understand now why they wear the rash guards, the surfers. I was like, oh, I'm getting a rash.
100%.
Like, well, put
right
your
up
rash
in
guard on.
You're not
That's
doing it in a
why
tank top.
they made rash guards.
100%.
I always wondered why it was called a rash guard.
Also, Costa Rica is my favorite country.
It's so
One of my
beautiful
favorite
there.
countries to visit. Pura vida.
Oh,
Yeah.
pura vida,
Pura
for
vida.
sure. Yum. Yeah, I said yum because I was thinking about food. The food there, I'm hungry. Like everything has black beans with it, and I'm down with
Yes.
it. I'm like, yes, it's
Yes.
so good. Okay, let's talk about turtles.
All right. Last night around 10:30, Sanibel police posted that listen, it's one thing to see like the sea turtles like nesting, but they saw the actual sea turtle. And they posted this up.
Big sea turtle.
Huge.
It's a loggerhead.
loggerhead. Yep. Obviously, this is a reminder that sea turtle nesting season is underway. It's beautiful to look at. That's why we wanted to share that. And of course, there are the reminders. What do you think is the biggest reminder that I feel like we try to tell people all the time, but I still see it happen when it comes to sea turtle nesting season?
2 things.
All right, let's go.
Shut the lights off.
the lights off.
The lights, if you are staying on the beach. I mean, typically, if you have a house on the beach, you should know better. But if you're at a hotel, they make you draw the shades
Yep.
at a certain point anyway, because the little baby sea turtles will go towards the light, thinking it's the light of the moon, and then they won't end up in the water.
That's right.
The other thing is leave the nests alone,
Oh, yeah.
right? There was that one girl a couple years ago. She took a selfie riding one of the turtles. Do you remember? Stop. I have like a coping mechanism where I laugh when things are.
She was riding the turtle?
Yeah, she like took a selfie. It was a guy or girl, I can't remember. Maybe it was a guy with long hair, but he or she took a selfie like sitting on top of the turtle shell. And then they were looking for this person because
makes
that's
me
illegal.
so mad.
I know. So leave the turtles alone. That one sticks out to me. Obviously, I don't know the fine details because I don't know if it was a guy or girl. I don't know what type of turtle or where in Florida it happened.
Okay, we'll just
but it
add that to
happened.
the list. Don't ride the turtles.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
sit on the turtle shells.
Okay.
They're just trying to have their babies.
It's a big week for us here at Fox 4, our parent company, Scripps. They make the Scripps Spelling Bee happen every year. Why are you not excited? I feel like I'm the only one that's like, oh my gosh, we have this thing. And you're like,
No, I'm digesting because it's a big year.
it's a big year.
It's 100 years of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Like, that's crazy. And this is a prestigious thing. This isn't just like, oh, Mom, I won the spelling bee. Like, these kids study all year long. They come from all over the country, all over the world. And it's pretty amazing stuff when you see some of the words they're spelling. Like, they have to know their phonetic, phonogrammy thingies.
Oh, yeah.
Real well.
And we have 2 students from Southwest Florida as well. Let me see if we have the names of the schools here. I know one's from Collier County, one's from Lee County.
Yeah, one was from Marco Island Charter, I think it was, and the other one was from Dunbar Middle or High School. And both in 8th grade.
And he also competed, remember, last
year and came in 60th place.
Oh, it's incredible. And he's back again.
I know.
So
we're rooting them on.
We're rooting them on. Our producers are flagging us because I think you guys have something that ties into the Scripps Spelling Bee. Is that correct? Okay. So
shut your face. Why are you guys trying to like pop one on me?
I want to be clear.
I knew nothing about this.
I want to be clear. I don't know.
What?
Oh,
what are we doing?
Amy would like to go first.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay.
She just said that.
Okay, we're doing a spelling bee right now? Okay.
So Neha and I produced a little spelling bee for you to have fun for the spelling
This is so awkward.
this year.
Okay.
Okay. This is last year's winning word.
Oh, okay.
Amy, your word is abseil.
I need you to say that again and enunciate.
Abseil.
Abseil?
Yes. Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Yes.
Okay, your sentence is, the rescue team had to abseil down the cliff to reach the stranded hiker. Do you need the meaning of the word?
Yes. Repel?
Kind of. It means to descend a rock face or other near vertical surface by using a double rope coiled around the body and fixed at a higher point.
An abseil? Not abseil?
It's abseil.
Abseil. A. B. I want to just say
You're on the right track.
S-A-I-L, but I feel A-B-S-A-L-E.
Yeah, that's correct.
Shut up!
That is correct. A-B-S-E-I-L.
Oh, I spelled that wrong.
That is not what she said. Am I seriously wrong? Oh, you spelled it too fast. Now I'm embarrassed. Okay.
No, it was close. Wait, what is it? A-B-S-E-I-L?
Did you mix up the I and the E?
I said sail. S-A-L-E.
S-A. No, that's what you said at first, and then you respelled it.
Oh.
You put an E in there.
I don't know.
You spelled it wrong at first, and then you respelled it.
Why Ellie's not one of the
E-I-L.
judges.
You spelled it wrong the first time, and I didn't say anything because you spelled it correctly the second time super fast.
Okay, spell it again just so I know.
A-B-S-E-I-L.
Okay. I would not have gotten that, and I didn't even know
Because
that word.
you spelled it I don't know if I'm saying this right. Phonetically, right?
Sail, yeah.
Yeah. How you would pronounce it, but you spelled it correctly so fast that I didn't get to say, no, that's wrong.
Okay. All right. Shari's turn.
But that is the correct word from last year, and Barrett Sama from St. Petersburg, Florida, won last year.
That's awesome. All right, Shari's turn.
Neha.
Hello, Shari.
Okay, Neha.
Your word is the winning word from the 2023 Spelling Bee.
Mm-hmm.
Samophile.
Oh.
Samophile.
I want you to write it down while I try to spell
You both
it. We're going to
can-
compare.
yeah.
Okay. Can you say it in a sentence, please?
Yes. The desert lizard is a samophile that has adapted to living in sandy environments.
Okay.
Samophile.
Samophile. Can you please pronounce it one more time?
Samophile.
Okay, samophile. S.
Wrong. So, sorry, Armstrong, you have been eliminated from the Scripps Spelling Bee.
Try. Did yours start with an S?
P?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put P on your paper?
No, but I just guessed it.
Okay.
Sorry?
P-S-A-L.
At
Wrong.
P-S-A-M.
O.
2 M's.
Mhm.
O-P-H-I-L-E.
Yes.
Wow, teamwork, baby. That's what we learned. If we were a team, we could kill it at the Scripps Spelling
So
Bee.
Dave Shaw from Largo, Florida won.
Yes, Florida. Wait a second. So
So two Florida. We
that's
need
what I
a
was gonna
Florida
say.
winner.
That's amazing.
If we have a Southwest Florida winner
It's
for
on
the
and
Scripps
poppin'.
National Spelling Bee,
It's on and popping.
it's like pterodactyl.
Is that how you remind yourself to spell it?
Pterodactyl.
So good.
Samophile.
I promise to never put these words in a script.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you.
for not putting those
Oh
words
my
in the script.
Goodness gracious. All right.
Wow. Well,
I didn't quit my day job.
100%. And shout out to our students who are obviously way better at spelling than us.
Yeah, you have to really study to
Yeah,
do it. So we're rooting everyone on, especially our 2 Southwest Florida kids. So watch them, give them all the love through the internet, the world. I'm just going to stop talking now.
No, I think that's good. Support them. I
Energy.
agree with
Send
that.
them good energy.
Send them good energy. They work really hard for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us today. This episode of Off Script. Remember, fox4now.com. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. You just go to the website and click Watch Live. You'll see a little tab that says Off Script. We also have our own section on our website now, too, where you can watch our previous podcasts. We get a little giggly sometimes. Today, we were very professional, I'd like to say.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I think we were good today. Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
That's hilarious. The things you do to remember things. I love that.
Amen. All right. Well, we hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye.